Hello friends, this is Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm here and I'm super excited to share this week's Thrifty Thursday items with you. These are thrifted items I've picked up in the last week. So I went to a couple places. I went to an antique store, which I usually don't go to, and a thrift store. I think I got the rest from one thrift store. So what I do is this antique store, I don't go there that often. He sometimes charges me a little bit more than like the thrift store, even though he has antiques and kind of vintage items in there. So you know, I'm kind of like almost afraid sometimes to go to the cash register there. And this week I took some things. I don't know if I even have everything here. I might have shown you some of the things in another video, or I will be showing them to you if I haven't shown you yet. But I took some things to the register and I had a little pile of things, and he gave me a price, and I was like, oh gosh. And I had, see, he only takes cash, no credit cards there. So I happened to have $5 less in my purse than he asked for. So I was like, oh shoot, I can only spend, you know, blank amount of dollars, which was $5 less. And he told me, and I said, well, let's just take out some, you know, some stuff, and you know, we'll get down to $15. You know, I wasn't like trying to negotiate with him or anything. I just said, let's take some stuff off and I'll just get $15 worth. And he said, oh, don't worry about it. I'll just take your $15. So I was like, okay, I'll go for that. That's a decent deal. And really $20 I thought was too much for what I was buying anyway. So it worked out good for me anyway. Hopefully he was happy. He has given me deals before too. So whatever, it worked out. And I'll show you what I got there. So at the antique store, I found these. I went through his tool section. I was looking for a certain thing which I did not find in his tool section, but I found these Bulldog Clips. Look at the packaging. They have been around for a while, and this package had never opened. Do they have a date? 1971. So there you go. I got myself some vintage Bulldog Clips. There are two, like there's two on each row here. So I thought that was pretty cool because I've never found these at a thrift store before. So hopefully I'll be able to use them in my journals. And then he had a box, not full of keys, but it had a bunch of keys in it. And I kind of was like tempted just to bring all the keys up to the counter. But like I said, again, I'm sometimes afraid to, you know, bring stuff too much up to the counter. Although the more I bring up there, I know the price, the better the price, really. He'll give me a good price on a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? So I shouldn't be afraid to bring stuff up there, but I kind of was. So I picked out, this little metal piece was in there. Let me show you that real close. It has some numbers. I don't know what it's from. E37 AAA, and there's kind of, it says 78 there. Is that a 78? So it might be from 1978, but I thought they'd be cute to work into some ephemera or something, you know, a little tab like this, metal tab on a tag or something. So I thought that would be fun to use. And then these little keys, I guess they were in this bag, but a bunch of little keys here. Let me take them out. So I just picked out the smallest keys. I thought these would be fun, even though they're shiny, but they're so cute, aren't they? They're this tiny little keys. I'd use them like charms, you know? I thought they were adorable. So those were, I think, the tiniest keys he had in that box. And then these were smallish too. This little old ball chain on a key ring here. And these looked kind of cute. Let me show you that. Look at this one. I thought these were pretty cute, and I would use these in the same way as charms in my journal. So super cute, aren't they? So yeah, I will definitely be looking through his key box again, see if I can get some more little keys from him. And maybe next time I'll be brave enough to bring the whole box up to the cash register. But I did find some pink seam binding here. Pretty lacy little pink. Can you see that okay? I don't think it's got too much glare on it, but it's like light pink, so that's really pretty. And so this pile, I know there was more stuff I got, and I don't have it all here, but whatever, I'm just showing you this today. So this was, oh, he has a rack where he has old magazines, but they're old, but they're not old enough, you know what I mean? Like, they really didn't have the nice, really old ads like I like and stuff like that. They just weren't quite old enough, so I didn't get any magazines, but these were there too. And these are, well, this one says Virginia Holding Corporation, Hotel Roanoke. Bill number 259 for the account of the month of whatever. I guess you put a name and a date there. And so it has a name on the inside here. Virginia Holding Corporation. And I don't know. Total gross expense of Hotel Roanoke for the month of September 1938. $32,000. I don't know, but I thought it was cool old ephemera, right? That I can use these for pages in my journals, or to tuck in a pocket for, you know, someone to do whatever they want with. You can cut it up, you can, you know, just put it in a pocket for journaling space. So let's see, I think these are upside down. Let me turn this around, see if I can maybe flip through and see what we have here. So that was Hotel Roanoke. This is, these things seem to all be from Virginia maybe. So this is from Norfolk and Western Railroad. For the account of the month again, that's what that one says, but that said hotel. This says railroad. United States Railroad Corporation or Administration. Let's see what else we can see here. So this is like two pieces of paper, at least, maybe one, two, oh no, that's three here. So we've probably got, no, this looks like original, oh no, this looks like it might be a carbon copy. I don't know, I think this looks like a carbon copy too. Maybe these are both carbon copies because it's like that purplish, it almost looks like pencil, but then it looks like that purplish ink from a carbon. So it might be, but there's a bunch of, you know, names on here. I recognize Bluefield. I know that is in West Virginia. Bluefield. The rest, Galax. That is that in Virginia or North Carolina? Anyway, Roanoke, or what does that say? Pulaski. Anyway, I'll let you read it. How about what does it say? Portsmouth. Welch. So these Loof car, cafe car. So let's see, the cafe car. Let's see what, I'm just trying to figure out what this is. Is it 100? It says 100 here under supper. And then you go over here and there's the 100. So does this have a date? 1919. So see, I don't know what these prices are for that year, 1919. This is over 100 years old. And it just, you know, I don't know what it is, but I thought it was pretty cool. And so I probably got a really good deal on these. I might even scan some of these and put them in my shop just to see if anybody might be interested in some old railroad ephemera. But here's another, let's see. I guess the most interesting thing might be the date, 1919 again. So let me flip through. These are all the railroad. That says 1919 right on the front. So if I see another date besides 1919, I will tell you. But these are all apparently railroad ephemera. Pretty interesting. I've never bought anything like that before. Office of the Comptroller. That is definitely a carbon copy, it looks like there. 1921. So yeah, let's just see. These are all, see, I kind of picked them all up that were there. I just picked them all up and brought them up. I could see they were really cool old railroad and ephemera and things like that. So this one says 1923. So I just picked them up and brought them up there, and you know, said, I didn't see a price on these. I was wondering how much they are, but I had all of my other stuff up there at that time too. So, you know, he was kind of giving me a bundle deal there. But these all say 1919. This is 1928. I like the blue one. That's different, right? Now this is smaller. So 12 dozen banqueteer rings. Someone had a banquet, maybe, decorating. Virginia Holding Corporation. And Norfolk and Western Railroad Company, 1923. So 1928. So, okay. I don't want to, you know, dwell on the same thing too much, but I haven't looked at every piece of this yet, so just kind of let's just flip through here together and see what's different. Here's a piece, and you know, 1916 on that one. That might be the oldest one I've seen so far. This receipt right here, carbon copy again. It looks like. Isn't that cool though? Something that old. I've never found ephemera before like that. So this is pretty cool for me. You know, if you're used to handling that kind of old ephemera, look at that. That's a scanner right there, I would say. Look at those lines. It's like ledger paper. I love that. 1919 on that one. So, and there's several, like this has several copies in it of whatever it is. Oh, they held it together with a brad right here. Or it's kind of like a brad. It goes through, but it's straight on the side. There's no little knob over here, unless there used to be a knob and it came off. So, you never know what you'll find in little papers like this, right? So this is a big stack here. 1923 it looks like. Okay, 1916. Looks like 1916 is the winner of the oldest for the oldest. Here's some interesting something or other here. It's in a vellum little pocket that is stapled shut, maybe just for protection of, you know, somebody was collecting this or holding on to it as a keepsake for a while, maybe. This is 1958, and they put it in a vellum for protection because the staples don't look old, but the thing inside, well, it's actually, I think that's 1938. I think that might be 1938, so, but there you go. There's a few of those. Yeah, I think that's 1938. Plan of organization, a little booklet from that same railway. So that's that. That may have a, this says dated 1896 right there. So whatever this little booklet is, it's about the railway. And then here's a certificate, 1904. It's just, what is it? It's the cover and this little piece right here. This is to certify and state that it's about the railroad. The railroad was established. I wonder if this is like a, interesting. It's like, it's almost like it's notarized. Secretary of State. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it might be like a incorporation document. Maybe this is how they did it in 1904. You know, now that everything's online, but back then, maybe this is how you incorporated. That's awesome. Okay, some more of the railroad stuff. The, you know, the vellum, things in vellum. Another booklet. This is a lease. The Cincinnati Connecting Belt Railroad, another railroad. So maybe this, wherever this came from, they collected 1899. And yeah, the indenture of lease. Let's see if it has some signatures or anything on it. No, it has a secretary signed there. Not signed, but at the end of all these pages has secretary, notary public, Hamilton County, Ohio. Just kind of interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. And there's this. Cross stitch pattern. I won't open it up, but I thought that was neat. And let's see, American Saddle Horse Register for a mare. This was 1961 right down here. So that's cool. Let's see, does it open up? Oh wow, this is cool. I don't know if I opened that up while I was there. It's all coming apart. But, I wish it wasn't coming apart. But I still think it's cool. The tape is holding it. Well, I guess it was all apart and it was taped. Yeah, it was taped back together before with some, and it's old tape now. A year, did I already give you year? This is 1957 down here. But that's cool. An old certificate. Don't know if I can scan that, but it's pretty cool. Some hook and eyes. I'm going to put that with my sewing stuff for my sewing journals. And so that's everything from the antique store. I hope you didn't mind me looking at that a little bit in detail there. I hadn't looked at it, every single piece yet. I just saw it was really cool. Briefly looked through it at the antique store and then brought it home. So here is, I picked these up. I debated with myself for several minutes at the thrift store whether to get all of these because I didn't know if I wanted all of them, but I thought I could use some of this. This is a border, so these two are the same. See the green and the black engine train, and then this one has a red caboose. So this must have a red caboose somewhere, but these are all sealed right here. Never opened. I don't think I saw a date on here anywhere. So I have no idea how old they are. They look like they've been around for a little while anyway. But, yeah, so I thought, see, this one's the only one that was open. I was like, I almost didn't get this. But I was like, you know, Sheree, you should just get it. And so I figured I could cut this up or use strips or use a piece for a pocket or whatever, you know, or even a page, you know, a short little page or a pocket page or any of that kind of stuff. So I just thought this would be fun and maybe I can share some too. And then the same day, I got all this stuff over here. These little brooms were there. I was like, well, next year's Halloween journal might be fun to use these brooms in a journal to decorate a page or something, a Halloween or a fall, probably Halloween, to go with the if I have a witch or something. And then these are probably causing all kinds of glare. Oh, here's some more brooms over here. 2 more. And these trims. Okay, so I'll just show you real quick so we don't have too much glare, but I have a gold one. Maybe we'll open this. It doesn't really matter. I want to open one to show you why I got these. Why I think I got these anyway. What I think I got these for. Let's open this one. So there's a gold one, and it has beads just on the end right here. And I'm trying to feel if it has 2 ends and maybe beads on both ends. That's what I'm thinking that might be. And this is the same thing, but in green. Yeah, it might just have beads on one end, which is fine. There's another green one. Here's a pretty blue one, and it has beads all up and down at least one side, maybe just one side, maybe both sides, you know, top and bottom or whatever. And the same thing with this red or burgundy, and I got 2 of those. So let's open one and see what is in here exactly. And excuse the crinkle for a minute. I guess I'm going to have to use my scissors. That is not opening easily. So let's see what this is. I thought these would be fun to use as a tie closure for journals. They are called holiday accents. They look like ribbons to me. And with bead dangles and beads decorations on them. So I thought these could be gorgeous. Oh, this is wired. Doesn't say it's wired, does it? Doesn't really say much on it at all. But yeah, I thought these would be pretty little tie closures for journals. I mean, look at this. So it does have beads on the top and the bottom. And I guess, yeah. Okay. I'm trying to see which way they're supposed to go. Maybe you can make them go either way you want. It looks like you can make them go up. You make them go up or make them go down. And they're like different. They're either, every other one is a different size. Like this one's longer. This one looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads. And this one has 3 beads. And that's a lot of beads. That's a lot of little beads on there. And so that's really cool. I wonder how much that was originally. It was, I wonder what year it's from. $2.99. $2.99. I have no idea from what store it came from. It doesn't have any of that information. But that seems kind of cheap for a nice thick, it's like a 2-layer ribbon. 2 layers with all these beads. So it could be kind of old because of that price. I would think it would be more than that, but I really don't know because I've never seen this kind of ribbon before. But you can see, like, can you see that? I mean, any journal that would match, it would look good on, or a boho journal would be, you know, it'd be beautiful on a boho journal, right? For as trim or tie closure. So that was the thrift store. And one more thing from the thrift store. I saw this one week. I got, this thrift store was Salvation Army. Okay. So at Salvation Army, mine anyway, here right in my local town, is they have a color every day. And that color is, let's see, I learned, did I remember? I was like trying to figure out the stickers. Okay. So I went on a Saturday and I said, what color is today? Because I had seen this a the week before, and they had $2.99 on here. I didn't want to pay $2.99. I thought, I know something goes on with these stickers. I'm going to wait until the day when I go in, and maybe they'll have yellow on sale. And so sure enough, the next weekend I went, this was still there. It's an old game, Parker Brothers Fluster. Never heard of it, but has some pretty cute cards inside. And so, yeah, sure enough, it was yellow. And I thought, oh, it's going to be like 50% off. So that would have been $1.50. But it was like, I think it was $1. So I was like, oh, I thought it'd be 50% off or something. I didn't know what the discount was for the sticker of the day. And it was less than $1.50. It was like $1 or something. So maybe it's 30% off. So anyway, it might have even been 50 cents. I don't know. Or maybe, you know what it was? I think, oh, I know what it was. Okay. It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. Because I said I just learned it. So I'm trying to remember it. What the deal is, whatever sticker of the day is, whatever has that sticker on it, I think she said is 99 cents. That's what it was. Okay. Sorry. I had to remember there. I had to remember for a second. Okay, so it has, oh, okay, this is what it was. This is what it was. Yeah, this is what it was. It has all of these, a little, like, I guess you play the game with these. I guess you play the game with these. So it has a bunch of these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of these. But it's pretty cute little papers, like almost reminding me of a bridge score pad, but it's not, completely different. It's completely different. So anyway, here it is. So I figured I could take these apart and use them, as little journaling pieces, because you can journal on the back, or use them to decorate, or just have fun with these squares, or whatever you want to do. But I figured they'd be like, I could coffee dye some of them or whatever. And there's a bunch in here. So I got them for 99 cents. And this is an old game it's a vintage game. I thought I saw a date on here. Let me see, 1973. So maybe you've heard of this game. I've played a lot of Parker Brothers games and never heard of this one, Fluster. Never saw a commercial for this one or anything either, but I really like those little score pads or game papers, whatever they are. So that was the last thing I got. Flip the box over to see what we are playing. Fluster. If you like Fluster, you'll like Boggle and Grapple too. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my goodies this week, and so I will see you all next week, and so happy thrifting and happy crafting, and have a great night. See you later.